everyone, it's Nicole. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning user, thank you so much for coming back. As you know by the title of the video, I'm going to be showing you how to autofill numbers in Excel. So let's say you want to number a column 1 through 500 and you don't want to have to type in numbers 1 through 500. I'm going to show you how to do that really easily, really quickly. And I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do that, or I guess not necessarily different ways, but depending on what number you want to start with, I'll show you, kind of how Excel picks up on patterns. So if you have any questions regarding the content I cover, leave it down below and let's get right into it. So this is the Excel spreadsheet I'm going to be working off of. I know it looks like a lot of information, but I want to show you a couple different examples on how to number. So let's say you have a spreadsheet and you have your existing data. The reason I have this duplicated multiple times is because I'm going to walk you through each of these columns with the green header is a different type of numbering example. So same data, I just want to make sure it's really clear and that I'm as direct as possible as far as how to go ahead and number your data that you already have if you have pre-existing data in an Excel spreadsheet. So starting with the single number, this is probably the best use case for any sort of individual that uses like account management, handles accounts that have very specific, user IDs or customer IDs. So let's say you want all of this information to have the same number in column A. So this could be like an account number, for example. So let's say you have account number that's 27270 and all you want that to do is basically have that number duplicated, all the way down to here for the existing data. So let's say that number is 27270. Like I said, I'm going to type it in this cell again to make sure Excel recognizes that I want the same number. So after you've typed it in twice, you're just going to go ahead and select both of these cells, come to the bottom right corner and just double click. And it's just going to stop where your data ends. So let's say you don't have data here, which is totally fine. You're going to do the exact same thing, but instead of, just double clicking, you're going to drag it down. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's say you don't have existing data. It's just a blank Excel spreadsheet. You're just going to do this instead. Just go ahead and come to the bottom right and drag down. So hopefully that makes sense. And the next one is numerical order. So let's say you just want to number your existing data 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, right? So numerical order ascending, we're going to start with 1, next 2. And now Excel can recognize that we're trying to number in ascending order. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Select the 2 first numbers, come to the bottom right and double click. And like I said, if you want to drag farther down than your existing data, just come to the bottom right and just go ahead and hold down and drag instead. Okay, next one is numerical order descending. So whatever number you want to start with, so it will count down from that number, you can do that. So let's say I want to start with 200. I want to do 199, and then I'm just going to select both of those cells, come to the bottom right and double click or drag down. Next is numerical order starting above 1. So let's say you want to have, numbers in numerical order, ascending order, but you don't want to start at 1 specifically. So for whatever reason, let's say you're starting at 9, you can do that. So you're going to type 9, 10, and then same thing. Select both of these cells, double click, or drag down. Okay, so skip 2. This is like if you have some sort of pattern that you want Excel to pick up on. So let's say you want it to basically skip, a number. So it'd be 1, 3, 5, and so on. So I have this, these numbers in here. Same thing. I'm just going to select those and, whoa, sorry, my cursor is going crazy, and double click. And it will go ahead and input those values. So Excel basically picks up on these patterns, which I love. It's super cool that it does that. Even though it sounds super simplistic, it just makes everyone's life easier. So same thing over here. Let's say we want to do 3 instead. So we're going to start with 3, 6, 9, and same thing. So select those cells, double click in the bottom right, and then it will go ahead and populate numbers based on that pattern that you created. So yeah, that concludes everything I have in this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions regarding numbering or anything else that I missed or something I can clarify regarding the content I covered in this video, please leave it down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and see you next time.